A play, there was a nade being held there by Sayf, but very slow beginning. And you're right, Josh. It's EG's pistol rounds, conversion into the bonus as well. That's been their bread and butter. Shock darts close, just in case there are some trips. There's a fault line that's sent flying as well into halls.
And Demon One's just feeling this out. He knows that there's a reactive push coming. Yeah. You can feel it in his bones.
Absolutely. That's why that triple face and triple contact played as a cam to watch some of that. Demon One is going to be quite integral here to try and put a stop to this push. Spots it out with the jiggle. He's going to be calling for reinforcements potentially.
And that was a headshot through the box onto Sayf. He's down to 62 health. What is this guy?
Set up now that soulcas has a bit of a one-way smoke, but there's been a timing. No one was watching for that one. Boostio has already lurked his way through. Trips being caught as well from Boombot. That's catching that time and pushing through the smoke, finding a kill.
And that's great. That helps the rest of his team control arcade for the retake.
Really quite important, a bit of a tap onto the spike to try and force out that util. Again, another fight to be taken. Running and gunning is the name of the game here for Sayf. Trailblazer now trying to supplement, pushing forwards as well, but that's a double face. EG. I'm sure that they've got good control over this one. Left it up to just Redgar. Sole player from Arcade. He was spotted out earlier from Demon One. And yeah, EG, not a kind of team they're going to be leaving any gaps in the play. You can see it already with the high-low setup. Should be clean, and it is at that. Quite clinical. Another pistol round.
Their run in EMEA, and partly due to the performance of these players with the Ghosts. They've got 4 players grouped up here going into Boostio.
It's outlandish. I mean, Boostio's playing a common position for the Sentinels. That's a turret that takes out Sayf. Okay, I mean, are we going to get started with this? Some bit of tomfoolery from Team Liquid early on.
It was weak off the Bulldog shot, but also shouldn't happen.
How is that occurring? Okay.
Team Liquid really are the tomfoolery team.
Yeah, you just...
But it sometimes disguises how excellent their tactical play is, too. Liquid really are going to give you some amazing rounds in this match. I can guarantee it. They'll also give you a bit of trolling.
They will. They do love a bit of trolling. Redgar tagged up by the drone, flashed up. Look at that util. I mean, we talk about the excellency with a supportive util that comes out from players like Ethan, Com. But yeah, I mean, you just got to keep an eye out for it, honestly, over the course of this entire series, because it is amazing. Enabling players like jawgemo, who's really also coming alive. This guy's always been a fantastic player, but on this map in particular, it's Demon One who's playing the Brimstone, taking a bit of a backseat. Jawgemo playing the Raze.
And I would say over the course of the Americas season, Jawgemo's not been as impactful as he was last year. Throughout 2022, he looked like a star player when he was on the Jet and the Raze. This year, taking a little more of a backseat on some of the more supportive roles. And then here at this tournament, found his form again and just looking absolutely electric. A lot of the other players on EG, absolutely integral to the way that the team plays.
Yeah.
Right? Ethan and Com with the supportive utility, potential for clutches. Demon One, we all know what he's able to produce. You've seen it just with his raw aim.
These bonus rounds, the city approach. It's Com who's holding the north side. Deep dart towards drop. This is meant to make it feel like, I believe that there's more players towards that direction. A lot of teams do that with their 1-4 defaults on Fracture. They run their initiator player on the north side, and it does make it feel like there's more presence there.
Yeah, great point. And Team Liquid are using the same setup they did in the pistol.
But a deep push as well. This reclearance through into main. Turret's going to be touching that one. It's a, well, satchel. jawgemo jumps on the opportunity. And strikes, and he's rewarded with the kill onto Jamppi. There's another reclearance. Halls, the doors opens up. They're going to be aware of this. Boostio's just holding it quite. Delayed the spray transfer. That's cheeky little two-piece. Might have done enough as well to salvage some portion of this round because he's brought it to a 3 versus 3.
I think that is the play that potentially saves things for Liquid. You're right. Because if he falls there, the whole of the A site completely open. Now EG has to do a little more. Sayf still has full utility here, tucked into such an unusual spot at back dice. jawgemo has nade for it.
You see players do use it in that portion. Sayf, underhand nade as well, preventing a deep push as well, but it is the tight squeeze. Wrapped around, Com pushing past it now. After shock in his face, shock does to try and clear through. Not shying away from the fight, is he? Takes it straight to tower and regains control of this one. Left up to NagZ and low enough that
as a utility play, it's by baiting out dry reactive info pushes from Team Liquid and then punishing them.
Sheer punishment happening here. A lot of presence over towards Halls. NagZ is essentially alone when he's making that play. Cage down with the cam as well. Play now towards it. Safe with the sheriff shots. They do land, so jawgemo will fall. Maybe getting a little bit too aggressive. They attempted to pivot there. I mean, NagZ Here's soulcas, Sheriff, Marshall. It's the one before being traded. Sight is going to be theirs though, so she should be able to get this plant down.
But this is a major opportunity for Team Liquid to strike back quickly. Here are the ults though.
I think this is quite reasonable. Using the lockdown to try and clear this one out. Team Liquid going to be feeling that time pressure again. Jamppi going for a cheeky play. The time is running so damn low here though, and he is going to get detained. Not going to be hunting this one out though. Probably going to be suspecting that he's actually in spawn. So Jamppi's going to be tucked safe in that position. Yeah, and they're not going to be aware of this at all. This is actually a lovely play. I quite like this. I don't think Com's going to be expecting it. Oh, shots whiffing. No. Okay, rifle aim. They know that tower's compromised. It's Jamppi up there. Nanoswarms though to delay further. Ethan just left to hold it down. Satchel pushing back again. The Nanoswarm kill. Boostio. Ridiculous
No time.
with it. No time. 6 bullets. There it is. Round win.
EG just run into them, but EG themselves recognizing that if they slow the pace down, Liquid don't have that much ability to go and grab info around the map.
Yeah. This double smokes comp as well that Liquid are running used to be much stronger in the chamber meta. You could have your chamber player set up in A halls at this corner here, which the drone is clearing now, and with the Omen one-way smoke on top of it, it was really quite difficult to chew through. But the A halls hold becomes a little bit weaker, doesn't it?
I mean, Redgar was set up for a trap play over towards Dish there, off the cam, and now it's completely stuck against a Hall
Fury into the corner. An expenditure of the ultimate to see if he gets the value. He does. Redgar caught out alone on the side. Still swarming onto the location, but kills are being found. 2 players already falling. It's up to Com to try and stop this reflank attempt as well. He's an important one. About to take contact into 2 of these players, loses his duel. So they lose the backside of Hall, slowly losing positioning over this post plant. Pushing them up onto the site. Here's a showstopper. Let it rip close though. Sayf doesn't land it. Doesn't hit it at all. NagZ has also just been waiting and wandering right into the crosshair. Boostio, deep flash on top of it. Needs to be a fight taken and forced out of them through main. Overall popped off. NagZ really landing his shots. Precision's there. Seekers earned and a wide face into it. Jamppi. Good take. Team Liquid earns them the round win. First one on the board for them. Dart's going quite far out here. Here's a rolling thunder. Anything else to push off of this? There's a snake bite at your feet. Ethan, he is being sandwiched and squeezed. Showstopper from the back. And already the kills are landing. Still, it's Team Liquid again. It's that fast reclear from drop that I was talking about prior. Ethan wasn't aware of it, but they get the plant down anyway. And look at the reposition. All of EG playing close up into the spawn. They realize that they've lost arcade control.
Yeah, now you see the reaction from EG, what they should have done their prior round.
It's a nasty shot to hit. I mean, the nade pressure behind him still finding it. Redgar, the last one left, and yeah, watching the wrong angle for it. EG. Valorant of the future, I believe.
I mean, look, they're 1 away from being able to get their orbital strike online this round too. You know, they're using ults to chain into ults.
And, well, straight up duels as well. Listen, soulcas didn't have a, what was that, a Vandal or a Guardian? Not too sure, but can't win it out. Dart spots it. Methodical. Oh, really? Redgar?
That's messy.
He's tagged up there by the turret. Yeah, Boostio couldn't quite kill him.
Remember, Boostio's the IGL, may have been looking at the minimap in that situation. Redgar, what in the Redgar am I looking at again? He's just silently taking the ropes behind the entirety of EG.
Yep.
Hasn't caught a timing, but is going to be faster than they will expect on this flank.
It was Team Liquid's fast flank into A horse to take away that space.
Oh,
no.
no.
He's got his knife out though, Redgar, man, please.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, boy.
But I can respect it, you know? This is the round to try something like that. When you're at an eco disadvantage, a player disadvantage, but the threat neutralized by EG being diligent and rechecking halls. So they're going to go up to 6 here, 6-1. This is absolutely dominant. And classic EG. Everything that's been working for them so far in this tournament, the pistol, the bonus, the ult plays, it's the same story. Yeah. It's not the... What? Okay.
For Liquid, we do need to see that step up, I think, to try and get back into this map.
Team Liquid are playing an anti-lockdown setup, but not by north-side crunching, as most teams would do, with an aggressive composition. With their slower, more defensive comp, they're actually planning to just play full B retake. You saw the Cypher and the Viper, NagZ and soulcas just leave the site so early on. They're not caught by the orbital strike either because nobody had to leave.
Something that EG do like to do. They combo the lockdown into orbital strikes and Hunter's Fury, so good awareness from Liquid.
Okay, but now with the plant, Com gets his Hunter's Fury online. This is the threat, though. Retake coming from many different flanks.
It's 3 players onto on the arcade north side. Trailblazer leads this one in. They are still running out of time. Snakebite at his feet. His Hunter's Fury is being used preemptively. I mean, at this angle as well, straight into the spawn. Just too much to really watch for. The nade over the top, sails right through. It does collect the kill into tower here. Feeling the heat. EG now, Demon 1 has to take a timing through the smoke. Will it be watched for? Team Liquid are really starting to do the most. Spamming into the smoke. Wild. It is blind. It is a pivot. It is absolute. There's a fast play. Disrespecting first layer of this Viper wall. Already taking up all that space towards arcade, making a lot of noise in the process. There it is. Aftershock with the boombot. The emphasis there. Snakebite to push back anybody who might be pushing in the tower. And, well, soulcas pre-aiming the position of where he's expecting maybe the satchel peak. So jawgemo falls, but he wants to refight. This does get the second one before it's traded, but the fight's just been won out anyway.
Com got 2 from arcade. How has he managed that?
He's just alone when he's doing it. He's holding the angle as the, I'm guessing Team Liquid just trying to flood out of the smokes. But
perfect awareness, though, from Com.
And he's brought it right back into their favor once more. EG have just been in control of almost every round. Now, this has been slowed down a tad. They lost control of Canteen, and look at it. They wait for the phone line to come back on, to regenerate, to set themselves back up onto the angle, but they don't actually take the space from it. Forcing out the ults. Now Boostio just takes a straight up fight. Knows where he is, and that is just precise. It's surgical, man.
Now, after having won a straight up gun round without a big ult advantage, thanks to Com's 2K and Boostio towards the end, now EG have a chance to go ult farming again. Even if they don't pick up ult orbs, they're favored to get them off the bodies of Team Liquid.
We are approaching the end of this first half, and it's just been non-stop. Turret takes the contact once more, but Boostio's ready to receive and shut it down. Oh, man. Any pushback. The line is held. Alarmbot even spotting out Sayf, so he knows that there's one additional player, maybe more. Also trying to fight him out. Nade to set him up. It's a beautiful piece of util there from Sayf, but just buys him a bit of space. Does have the showstopper on top of it, but really you need to see a bit more. With Com lurking this deep as well, you don't expect this of your Team Liquid.
No, the pressure from the front is just too much. You're not even thinking about this.
I mean, Com set up for the freest kill of his life. He should just take this. He does. Bit of a play now towards Halls on top of it, but again, the setup is just too damn good. Dart lighting him up. Last player. They know where he is. Safe. Threw the nade earlier. 3-2-1 double face. Satchel to try and set up a nicer fight. There's one. Can't reset the aim for the second one, though. So 9-1, EG. This is just sheer
great ascent, too. All right, so now EG, more ults available here. This is the same play that we saw previously from them.
Yep. Showstopper. Okay, Hunter's Fury into the Rolling Thunder. This time, jawgemo will fall there. Redgar seeking to contain. It is even fights being taken, but again, Com is that last line of defense as he just pushes up onto drop. Catches it onto Jamppi. 2 players left standing. They know that Nats likes to play in spawn here. And already Boostio's just creeped up towards it, but is Nats going to be aware? That's a question, because they have missed each other just like that. Granted Nats a kill. It's 2 versus 2 now. Oh, given a bit of information. Look at Ethan. Just trying to hunt for a timing here. Neural theft, revealing his position. Still jiggling onto the corner. Spam down. Bit of damage. Com, you know his positioning as well. Just fired that dart off Snakebite to collect a kill as well, but no! He's vulnerable up. Shots don't land for soulcas, left it up to Nats, and look at the discipline immediately. Retreating up. It's a crossfire setup. As soon as Ethan takes contact, it's going to be a swing from Com. In fact, okay, well, Com just swings out. Well, time's running low anyway.
Yeah.
They know the round's won. It's just so damn clean.
It really is.
Oh, wow.
Oh, dropping the back, you know, improvising into his own breach ult. So there is a little bit of method to the madness, even when it looks silly.
A little bit troll. He's earned the ult now, though. Picks up the orb. Showstopper's online. Final round of the half. They want to end it with a bang. Spotting out the cam. Flash to set him up into tower. Clears that one through. Playing into spawn.
And Team Liquid are trying to go for these flank retakes, which I think is a nice idea. But what utility? How are they getting their way in? And can they stop the post-plant setup?
That is a nano swarm at their feet, so nobody can follow up through those seekers, by the way. That was laid down earlier. Com does fall, though.
That's big.
It could be a potential massive opening, but the timing with that fight that jawgemo takes is just immaculate. Boostio holding close to Jenny, a bit of a jiggle of the movement. Again, he's got his teammates to back him up. EG Man's back in with it. NagZ though, pushing all the way forwards. A bit of a tap onto the spike, forces out the aftershock. There needs to be an attempt and a play towards this one. Still low, Ethan. Last one left. Onto the spike, it's a tap. Damage done, gets him on with it. He knows it, he takes the fight again. EG. Onto the stat card, Josh.
I don't think they even need the pistol and bonus to win this game. But
that's a hot take, isn't it?
Well, I mean, let's see if they can get it anyway.
Yeah, let's see it. Decent amount of util. It's going to be lobbed into tower to clear that one through. The nade and the Trailblazer. It's all used together, so they give up pretty much a lot of control of the site. Nanoswarm setup though. Look at the way this is being played. soulcas holding it down. It's towards the one fight. Wants to try and take it up, doubled up as well, but Demon One backing away. It's a squeeze. Boostio trying to put the hurt on them. What? That was jumping over the top. Again, they're just fighting and reacting into it. Right up into tower, across the ropes. You're not going to be set up for it. Left to just Com. And so finally, another pistol round loss potentially added to the column, but Com's going to be trying to prevent it. Isolates one of the fights. Where's going to be that? It's okay. Double face.
They've only had 2 pistol round losses this entire tournament so far, both of them on Fracture. You know, weirdly enough, both on the defense side as well. Clearly a massive gap in their playbook. Potter should be ashamed.
Yeah. Got to go back to the lab. Got to fix that one for later. All kidding, of course, but should be an easy one again. Sights wide open on the A side of the map. That's going to be able to collect. Oh, not quite. Oh, no, wait a second.
Boostio picked up Redgar from Dish.
How's this happening? Uh-oh. Dropping these players.
I mean, you can't give them thrifties as well.
No, you just can't, man. I mean, the site was open, in theory. Okay, now we're going to be able to get that plant down. Have to hold on to Hall's control, but there is 3 players meeting them up close. How do they want to take it? It's a wide jump spot. They do collect onto that one. The dart as well. Nobody can follow, but it's just under Sayf. Oh, boy. It's crumbling. It's crumbling, man. 75 health. Got to do so much more than that. You've handed over the weapons. That is a 3.
Things to listen to on these comms check-ins as well, though. So here we are, map point for EG. We had a strong suspicion we were getting there in this half, but not exactly sure.
Right here.
We predicted the exact way that we were getting to this point.
Okay.
Launching smoke.
Glad though the team Lucas are just laughing it off a little bit. I'd be feeling worried as we headed into map 2 if they were all quite stern and stoic, stomping off the stage at some point. This is a common position that Cyphers do like to play on the attack side. Hugging close to the wall with the cam to just watch for a deep push out, regrouping.
Yeah, definitely something that NagZ likes to do, something that EG could try to punish with a north side crunch at some point, but we may not even get there in terms of their defensive playbook.
Yeah, we'll see. Cam was, again, spotted out there. NagZ is going to seek to, again, hold that one line here, but they're just contacting through, trying to take it. Demon One was crossfire. Oh, the paranoia goes so damn wide. Demon One couldn't quite land that shot. Across their placement wasn't good for it. So Jamppi enters himself onto the site. That's going to be the plan from soulcas. Get themselves into it. Have to hold this back though. It's up to NagZ once more. Satchel. It's so damn wide. He's jumping and skipping it off and well! Can't quite get the 2-piece. Almost getting it done. Left it into a 2-on-2. EG, this is for the map. Could isolate these kills alone onto the site. That's soulcas. Weak enough, he will fall. Sprayed. It's labored. It's messy. Jamppi's got the Seekers, has to use it. jawgemo onto half, dodges the flash. Seekers in his face, and he still wins the fight out. It's just so damn clean. 13-2. This miles, but got to convert it into a potential win. That's disrespect shown off the rip by Demon One. Takes the fight. Our Jet head-to-head already made manifest. There's a flash to set it up, but again, it's just really a bit scramble, isn't it? It's a bit scrappy. It's contained well by Team Liquid. Com also gone for another attempt to no way in.
They're winning those kind of pistols as well?
Yeah, I mean, just get out of it. EG are winning the whole thing. They can't be stopped, apparently. After that, after witnessing that.
I'm confident that we're living in a very fringe timeline. It all started with Chosen getting that knife kill.
Yep.
And he's actually, I don't know.
He's Lucina, hasn't he? Lovely shot from Redgar, so he's evened it up a little bit, but...
He's completely used that knife to just split the timeline.
Yes, yeah. If Chosen didn't get that knife kill,
like something
what could have been?
Like something from his Dark Materials.
Yeah. Do you think 100 Thieves would be here instead?
Yeah, 100
for the
Thieves,
top
would,
three.
100 Thieves would be in this spot. Absolutely undefeated in terms of the maps. Oh,
It's just
God.
insane.
Well,
What
Team
have we
Liquid
witnessed?
might have found themselves an opportunity to get into the C-site here, although only with Sheriffs on board. Boostio picks up one, and oh, the stun was good, but the flash was not.
Yeah, blinded up here. Got to get a quick reload on. Stuns, shock darts, aftershock into the corner. The utility is really being used a bit disjointedly. There's only going to be some sort of follow-up the pull, collecting and colliding all sorts of players, and yeah, eventually collapsed on.
In the world for an EG bonus. It doesn't look likely for them to convert it.
Okay, so here's the disrespect portion of lobby. So they get the smoke at the back. They have deep A lobby control. The dash is active. Now they're going to wait for a good timing. Probably when the smoke fades. Going to go for something else. Here's a drone up close. Yep, so here comes the next level of disrespect, like I was saying. And at this point, yeah, has to use the TP to get out of there with the deep drone. Tags onto Redgar. Are they going to push this further?
Yeah, well, you're wrong!
Oh, you're wrong! It was Boostio with the two-piece garage! I couldn't have predicted it, Josh!
I mean, how could you not, you fool? Team Liquid rattled in a 3v4. And there's weapons down that Redgar feels like he needs to try to defend. So that's another player that's kind of isolated from the pack. Presenting potentially like a 1v3 that Redgar would have to fight if the whole of EG decided to convert into him.
Can't give up the rifles here. They are starting to get a bit of a collapse on into garage. Redgar is so alone! Line him up for him and take him out. Redgar moment gives us highs, gives us lows. Recall, Star pops up, sets it up for the fight, but here we go. Team Liquid. Kind of player that he loves to throw out this ult as well with little ideas to get cooked up by EG. They don't actually save it for lockdowns most of the time.
So Com used his recon dart there in the same kind of play that you would if you were going for the Fnatic ult down mid. Team Liquid are cautious, but they're still moving forwards into grass.
Yeah, I think Demon 1's contact here. Okay, drone deep into mid. Trying to timing it. Demon 1 activates the dash. Now there's an aftershock as well. Shock darts all being fired through the util. Close fight. The potential's on the board, isn't it? Demon 1 is on the angle here. So Com at his back, making sure to cover some of that. But it's very slow at the beginning here for Liquid. Now they start to explore towards a lobby.
And we heard from Kakuka on the desk during the last Team Liquid match. Team Liquid, the slowest team to be able to get those first picks online. Very cautious in the early round.
Redgar
That's accidental.
fires a shot, whipping the mouse around. That was accidental. Reveals at least that there's one player there. Now they're going to be ready for it. Look at this, Nana Swarm into the fault line, and it is just obliteration. You can't walk through the choke point. Comms there, ready and waiting. He's got a Hunter's Fury. Okay, he wants a piece of the action, piece of the fight. Fight off into the corner. He's like, where can I predict the next player? Can't quite get the third shot off, but enough damage done to Jamppi. Drops into 45.
And
Spikes in his hand. There's no
10
chance.
seconds. There's
Yeah,
no time.
Chance. No chance at all.
So not only did Team Liquid try to play really slowly there, and to be honest with you, I think Redgar's calling is fairly decent in that spot. They put a little bit of pressure garage. They don't actually, get into that area fully. They don't. Teams are a bit sloppy in terms of how they take garage control because they expect it just to be held by a turret or an alarm bot.
Oh, that damage. Predicting that Orb's going to be played for. They bring Jamppi down to 1 HP. The heal, so.
And EG are also playing a different defensive setup here, Bren, where they've got Ethan and Demon 1 at the start of the round predicting a B hit. They have nanoswarms ready for Sayf to go for that updraft play that the EMEA teams like to do.
Here we go, though. Flashes. Full line to push it back as well. The util exchange as well, pumped one way to the next. There isn't really too much committal here. Exploration, Sayf hoping maybe for a rotation from B.
None of this makes too much sense to me, Bren, because they haven't pushed Com off the line on A. They needed a smoke there or something.
Yeah. Now there's a smoke. Trailblazer. This is trying to fake that A pressure and presence. Drone's going to be used now. Only spotting the one.
Does it pull anybody away from C? This is designed to be a C re-hit.
I don't think there was enough behind that A hit.
No.
Com's calling. He's like, guys, this is a fake. No one is budging from EG. Maintaining the ground. Not giving up the space. Here comes through into drone. All the way through. It was an anti-flash position played, but Boostio still collects the 2 kills. Redgar's in the spawn. 20 seconds left. Potential. The round might have just been overcooked entirely. That's his last one left. Not for much longer. For the one.
A little bit. You think back to how Liquid were able to deal with an on-form EDG and eventually get that across the line. To me, it was putting Sayf in positions to carry them. Getting aggressive executes like this.
Dash into the dog, collides into it, so Sayf doesn't quite get into the site entirely, but they do have B control now, starting to plant, stun, fault line. Everybody really just unable to play that one. That spam coming straight through the smoke. NagZ is able to collect it still with the crossfire setup onto the rifles. Jamppi and NagZ is still left alive. They got to try and stop Demon 1 though. The reposition here is so intelligent. Smoke drop down, he could be anywhere. He leaves Jamppi guessing. Where is he pushed for? Crossfire setup. They're trying to re-clear towards spawn. They don't know where he could be. Just misses the timing on that one.
That's great from Jamppi though.
Both of them had to clear this one. Space granted to them. Left just down to Ethan. Stun in his face. He's got half on the defuse though. Buys himself some time. 3 seconds to the fault line. Has to take a fight though. Taps it. It's the 3-2-1 swing. And it's clean.
Those fast B pops. This time he's got one nanoswarm over there. They don't. It doesn't always have to be towards B.
Smoke does obfuscate quite a bit towards A lobby. Now the dog. Straight into garage. Alarm bot dealt with. Never smoked across. Buys some space for the lockdown, but they're backing away from this immediately, giving up the control. It's a lockdown used in response to try and push them back. So
I like this.
Ult for an ult.
Yeah, but it allows Team Liquid to go towards B, and they only have to worry about the A connect.
Here it is, yeah. Updraft. Into the dash as well, after shock deep into the corner. Spam onto the common angle here, just in case there is that refight attempt, which there is. We can see this. Team Liquid. Save, skip, hop, jump. Resetting the aim. Shorty's out, but Jamppi covers for him. Okay. Doesn't get dicey, doesn't get dangerous. Boostio flooding back in, but with no support, it's Demon 1 left to try and retake with the op. He has to save this now. Got to back away. Another round win for Team Liquid.
And another faster round, too. They instantly took garage control, lockdown, stops any defenders being in the C connector, go back, pivot B, plant, fight A connector. These are the rounds where I feel like Team Liquid show brilliance. These are the rounds that they need to be pulling out more and more often if they want to beat evil geniuses. It has to come here on Haven.
They won the op. The fault line and the dart. Push them back away from A lobby. Means Com can farm up the orb without too many worries.
Redgar's inside his smoke at short again.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, he was doing that often. Sprayed through there. Damage done. Lighten him up. Yep, Redgar's been caught.
Redgar was getting caught inside that smoke at short constantly in the game against Edward. And now he just pulls it out again. And they're down. No smokes. So much more difficult for Liquid to convert.
This close reposition could be incredibly punishing for Demon 1. Safe for the updraft dash as well into the smoke. The dog, it catches. It needs to be at least some help out. Demon 1 backs away. Here's a rolling thunder though. One left in the chamber here with the blades. Needs to land a shot there. soulcas was stunned up still. Hits it blind. Jamppi can't see a thing. It's left up to the two Liquid players. Enough damage has been done by EG. Still spotting it. Fault line used. They know where at least one of the players is. And process of elimination. Now starting a bit of a re-clear into garage to put the squeeze on them. There is a gap. Team Liquid have found it. Found to the back value. Okay, that's the spike dropped, so it's going to be called out for his team. An impossible situation for soulcas. Ethan with the jiggle just gets info, doesn't give away his life. Baiting it out. Spotting it out.
They don't steal them, they invent them. They're, you know, new, different twists on things.
Yeah, innovators. Team Liquid going back to the default, which has been working for them. Fast plays into B. Jumping around with the knives though. Sayf can't quite claim that kill. Boostio locked in towards the back. Across their placement is just set up almost for the three-piece, but eventually shut down. Spike was dropped to one side of B. And a lot of map has been compromised as that deep look down into C. Flash play. Demon 1 will fall. This is getting a bit awkward.
The map's flipped.
It's flipped entirely. It's an odd situation. Still eager to take the fight. Ethan is so smart with it. Doesn't open himself up, just continues to spam. Gets the warband kill here. They can hear the plan. They got to know that the map has been flipped to some degree as well because they gave up space towards C. That's why Com is playing so passive right now and Sayf. He doesn't know where NagZ is.
That flash tells Com that there's nobody playing in the A connector because otherwise, why would soulcas be looking for info? So now Com can creep forwards.
And here we go. Right over the top. soulcas, he needed to force an early fight here, needed to win it out, but he's been revealed entirely. NagZ though, he does win his one, he wins the second one, forces it down, and wins it for his team! A chance to make this a reasonable half. Dart misses, I believe. Meant to sail through that slight gap above the top of the door.
It's also a risky spot for Com to play. If they go for any fast garage control, he has to just backpedal and pull the Odin out. But Liquid are heading over towards A.
Turret contact?
No, the turret, I believe, is in B. This is just a double setup.
Yeah, okay, just off of some sort of queue, but a fault line and a swing.
But also, they've just got setups all over the place, don't they, EG?
Including the same Nana Swarm that's down there. There's an alarm bot close to the feet of Boostio, but it won't help him out here. He just needs to land the shots, and he will do just that! There's two ripped away. Boostio, when he's under immense amounts of pressure, just feels capable of almost anything. And again, it's left up to players like NagZ to try and pick up the pieces with this deep lurk all the way through. Chaos in the round. That is such a deep position that's being played in the spawn by Com. Look at this. Because he knows that the TP came through from Redgar. He knows Redgar's in heaven.
It's so ridiculous.
They're aware of it. They are certainly aware of it. Redgar spotted. There it is, cleaned up. Now they're like, okay, set the sights over towards the other side, and Com has got the read entirely. Jamppi with the plan, but it would have to be a 1v5. The reposition into garage. Can he find a solo player, an opening, a fight to be taken? Popping up, there's the first one. There's a fault line. One flash available. The fuse being stuck by Com, teammates holding it, triple face. They shut that.
They're both at the bottom of the scoreboard.
Yeah, both at the bottom of the scoreboard. I mean, this is Sayf as well, the kind of player who shut down Kang and paved the way for his team to get the win. But jump spot was anticipated to a degree, but the shot goes wide. One pinging close, like there could have been somebody looking up onto that angle. Garage is being explored. Smoke dropped. Fakes like somebody could be crossing.
But look, EG don't even use their defensive utility. They don't buy it. They know that Liquid like to fake this map control. So Ethan just uses one flash to re-clear garage. All right, no one there. And that means you don't have to invest, you know, fault line, aftershock, all of that kind of util dump that defensive teams often would. And NagZ is sat here knowing now that he doesn't have presence in garage anymore.
Shot just missing in between. The adjustment couldn't be there for Demon 1. And now he knows. Under attack towards the B site. There's a lot of util being used, lining up these players into the connector, holding it through, picking up the rifle in the moment, but only the one kill, and not aware of it. That is aggression towards the extremities, straight into the connectors. Team Liquid, they run their way all the way through. NagZ is caught into mid though, locked down. Eventually going to be destroyed.
And Ethan already knows that this is headed towards A. A 2v2 though, oh sorry, 2v3 that's very difficult for them to win.
Sayf being healed up as well. That was the one advantage that EG had. Okay, Redgar, I mean, he's going for the deep lurk timing here. Doesn't need to miss it. The shot or the kill. Damage being done. Dodging off the flash. The rifles in their hands as well. Definitely doing the most, but well, it's Team Liquid. They contain.
This looks like a very similar pistol to what we saw when the sides were flipped.
It really does. So much emphasis being placed towards it. Team Liquid, the paranoia. It's just running it straight into it, Ethan. He negates the near sight. Still seeking to just, again, barrel through and disrespect the players that might have been holding further back and tap onto it. Now seeking to also just try and clear out that, but the right click, it blesses him with the one kill. They give up on that prospect and trying to remove him from that position, instead just taking the C side, planting towards the back of it, and Com has already lurked his way to a bit of a further back angle. Surely not again. The Trailblazer does this clear it. It's being watched for. Sayf holds that angle. There's a flash in the face of Demon 1, and there's too much to overcome there. So, a pistol round for Team Liquid. G might be sending their sights towards B. A bit of a faster play, try and get the spike down some way or form. It's a fault line re-clear here from Sayf. Smoke was propped up in his face, just needs to make sure that nobody has worked their way past it, but they are quite unaware. I mean, it's an early Trailblazer being used to push them back. They know that one player is there. They missed the timing on it. Oh my. Shots hitting with the Sheriffs.
So much danger.
Just like that, it's a 3 versus 3. You just never know, do you? You just never know. Quick reload. Get the bullets back online. Demon 1 low though.
And he's holding that angle, trying to take a long-range fight against Redgar with a Marshall when Demon 1's on 7 HP. confidence is never lacking. But they're heading into both initiators on Team Liquid, who have double bulldogs.
Team One's grabbed himself an upgrade, hasn't he? Close to the corner. Dart's broken. Watching for the lurk play. Good anticipation here from Jamppi. Fault line pushes it back once more. Aftershock into the corner. Demon One now steadily creeping ever so closer. Com also taking a lot of damage in this one, so both the EG players are weak. Team Liquid.
They'll have heard Com run away here, so Demon One's potentially set up for a kill.
They're trying to noise bait and pull the rotation. This looks like it. Uh-oh. Demon One finds the first. There are players in front of him into the corner, close. Shots here, fired off. Not enough time on the clock, so
to me, Team Liquid's best chance of being able to pick one up is right here on Haven, and they've got to do it for the match's sake.
Possibility is theirs for the taking. It's all about converting it from here on out because they made it even, 7-7. Setup here from EG, looks like potential for a fast pop into the C site. You can see Util sailing over the top. It's a dash play, flash into the back on top of it. Nanaswarm's layered down as well, so nobody can really flood into this, but they didn't clear the close corner, and the reposition from Sayf is good, and so is the aim. This guy is crispy, right when his team needed it, jumping right click, Com. Oh my. He finds 3 in that with a flood attempt to Team Liquid, and soulcas with the over-rotation. He's like, where's all the players at?
He did a good job though, soulcas, getting over there. But now he's going to be stuck in a really tight spot. I think EG have made a very good read as soon as they identified that soulcas had popped his way over to C, instantly getting themselves back over here. No utility to work with. Still over 15 seconds for soulcas to get a flash online.
And that is a brutal one. Contacting for now, though. Doesn't want to reveal his positioning. He's hunting for information, a sightline, anything to try and win this round out, but it's so damn hard. Safe position being played by jawgemo. Here's a flash. Drops down while Ethan not getting...
The EG jet also has Bladestorm.
No semblance of counterplay here from Liquid. They don't deny the space, so they let them up the Bladestorm up. Knives online for Demon One. It's about trying to spot this one because Sayf could be a difference maker. He's tucked into A. Great mid-rounding here, Nats punishes it. Boostio was alone when he was breaking that utility.
Very good punish. Usually teams are going to try and use a nanoswarm to break that close nanoswarm on the other side. Instead, Demon One choosing to shoot it, and Nats is ready. You can't get scared of them, right? The more you get scared of EG, the more you allow them to get away with moments like that without swinging and going for the punish. So I appreciate that Nats still has that confidence, even though he got brutalized, and the entire team did, on map 1.
I just play by EG, though. It's both flashes, I believe, used by soulcas for information, and the Trailblazer that was broken in the top section of the lobby. Gathered a bit of info here, but it has pulled the rotations over. I mean, it's the trouble of running the sky. You don't get that concrete information in the mid-round to make decisions like that, and so they just leave the site completely open. Redgar playing for his life here. Try and flood back in with the retake. jawgemo becomes another layer to the lurk. Turret also taken care of. That has dragged 2 players away from it. Fault line into the side here with a corner. Sayf shuts down the jet opposition once more. Dash into the back of the side, not wasting the time with it. There's a flash re-peek. Ethan is also not able to find too much value. Fight. Beautiful movement from soulcas, and they do just face it. Straight down the main, all the way down that angle. Good game plan. Stopping Sayf from getting value here. It's going to be quite important. Nanaswarm, that's what the purpose of it was, so that he can't set himself up onto that angle, onto that line. Denying the chance, but Boostio peeks into this, he might be in trouble. No, Sayf just gives up the angle, realizing that A-Long was completely compromised. It's a rolling thunder that pushes them all the way back, so they give up the site. No counterplay with a util. So we set ourselves up now into a post plant. EG, how concrete is it, and how good is the retake from Liquid? Sayf has the knives. Might go for a double updraft play on top of the boxes, but no, just wants to follow the Trailblazer in. Aftershock deep into the corner. Cuts it down. Hunter's Fury is offloaded as well. That's Com just using it to try and punish us. Again, the attempt for the retake starts to really get moving and get going. Boostio, he's going to have to really shut this one down. Just a stinger. He's low, repositions to the side, but eventually traded. There's still a pull. jawgemo, it's going to be important that he stays alive in this one. Aftershock as well, delaying all this time. Ethan needs to be cleared out of here. Here's the defuse, but again, the pull is online, and there's the damage being done.
Time.
They have to get onto this right now. The shots are fired. They don't know where jawgemo is. Here it is. Landing 3.
swapping the operator off to Jamppi so that Sayf can entry again back into the site. This is going to be a serious battle because Liquid look very disciplined here, but EG have got that magic behind them.
Armbot cleared. Oh, spam onto it. Right onto the corner, it's damage. Being done. The intention of this one, of course, just to clear the Killjoy utility. A bit earlier as well, the alarm bot was broken into A lobby very early on by Sayf, which is quite important. Does drag a lot of the EG players in an attempt to punish with the fault line. Trailblazer spotting it.
Boostio's talked about the way that he likes to call his attack side sometimes is just ask Demon One, where do you want to find a pick? And then he pushes Demon One into that area. Demon One hasn't really been firing today, so they're going to have to adjust how they play these mid-round moments. Sayf almost got a freebie onto Com.
Show him respect, though. Used the dash immediately to get out of there. Was worried about being punished with some form of utility. 3 players of Liquid seek to reinforce the defenses over towards A. Now there's not too much presence there. Asher Star up top. It's a deep dart from across the map and a fault line. It really makes this feel like an A hit from EG, but they have no intention of going over there. That puts the pressure on Redgar. He's going to put a stop to this now. He's going to be calling. Here's the hit coming through. It's a lockdown. Good ultimate in usage as well. This is going to mean that the site completely clears out. There's nobody going to be playing close. Nats can afford to take this timing now as he realizes they're all flooding back off of it. Aftershock. It's used preemptively. No one playing close now. A lockdown of their own. They have to try and break this one. Com does not get the kill. Being that backstab, sticking through onto the defuse. Jamppi gets half. He's brought down though from the util. The timing has been poor, and it comes down to spam. The bullets are landing, raining down onto the buff trap. Will not save you. Lockdown away. One player detained. It's down to just this. soulcas has to do the most, but he's shut down, and Nats is detained off to the side. It is half under the fuse. Their potential is there. Turret's going to be taking contact. Slowing him all the way down, and there it is. Boost!
Second regenerative pieces of utility.
Here's some aggression. Right into A lobby. And push past the flash.
It's slow and quiet behind the recon. No stun used. Makes it feel like they're saving Ethan's utility to just pop into A, actually.
Yeah. They've been doing some conditioning where they haven't been playing it up close. The smoke has popped up now, holding that deep flank, but yeah, wide swing, Sayf with the Blade Storm. It's a fight you do not want to take, so immediately jawgemo seeks to play his life. Dash forwards here, trying to punish these players into the short angle. Flash around the back of the site. Redgar's inside the smoke though, still playing this one. Round and round we go. soulcas eventually traded, but he did bring down Demon One. Maybe it could be the difference maker, yet jawgemo was not cleared out of that position. Again, he's got that global presence of utility. He's playing the Astra. Jamppi with a ghost. It's a crossfire setup. Graffiti to default. Swing off of it. It's perfect.
This half, Demon One is not going crazy, and yet EG are still out there winning.
The macro play that's going so well here. Nats is pushed up, stun in his face with the drone. He's traded. Felt like he had to make a play in the moment. Now a rolling thunder through the backside of it. It misses the platform, and the Cosmic Divide, there's a space and a gap. And of course, Redgar jumps right on top of that one. Still, they don't have control of Garage. He goes for the repush anyway. Now's a rolling thunder. They're waiting for it. The transfer cannot be hit. jawgemo once more lands it. Safe. He's the last one left. They don't know where he is. Could be backside, could be on the flank. You can feel it in the way that everything's just being cleared. Spike drop down in the middle of nowhere. That is a position you just do not anticipate.
To be able to pull this one back, it would be ridiculous.
Reclearance and a refight. That's a very wide face by Sayf. He does not want to lose that one. Takes out Com nice and early, and he knows now that there's some presence from the EG players. And guess what? What do they choose to do? It's a contact reclear of themselves. Not worried about it. There's a timing in between this, but soulcas is holding that crossfire angle. Sayf on top of it as well. Holding that short push. Nats. Hey, what is occurring here? Demon One still alive and kicking, but not for much longer. That's soulcas
back in here. He really is performing better than Demon One right now, and you got to grasp that period of form while you can.
Spam. That's a punish. They know that EG love to play for these orbs. Com was one away from the Hunter's Fury. Those are the moments you need to drag it back, to potentially bring it to OT to stay in this series. Aftershock, he's committed for the turret, removes it, dash forwards with the knives. Demon One, he's not quite hitting, but he gets the refresher anyway. With soulcas falling towards the back of the site, any util to set him up. Jumping, right click. It brings down Jamppi, and no one's facing the backside of it. It's down to just Sayf. He's got to pick this one up. The pieces all over the place, and maybe forge a round win, but he's got to do it against jawgemo and Boostio. Cosmic Dividers online with the plant. Big ult. Maybe enough to seal it. The positioning is all over the place here. jawgemo, not too sure what he's got available with the utility. Doesn't look like too many stars, and he's cleared out the space, smoking the connector. I think Sayf's not going to anticipate that he's there.
And that's Nanoswarm on the spike at the moment, and Boostio's still got a second.
Yeah, and it's just delaying.
The time here is not going to work for Sayf.
It feels inevitable. Sayf is clearing all the usual angles, has to use the dash just to get on top of it as well. Smokes it, has to get half. It's the only way he wins this one. Another smoke used as well, and here comes the pressure applied, the run and gun to finish it. Evil Genius.